So we are talking about yesterday I said date type module, right? Next, what I'm talking about is formatting, right? Formatting the date. Okay, so formatting the date and time. So what this will return is, so this will return the string representation of the date. This will return string representation of the date, controlled by an explicit format string. So here you'll be using this formatting characters like %A, %capital A, %capital W. So what all these are formatting characters. Like the way how we are using formattings with what do you call it as formatting string. In the same way, you can also format the date. Import date time dot today. So this will return the current date. Now, if you want to format the date, you are using str format. What is the name of the function here? Str format time. Okay, d.str format time. Now you have to define the format. So what is the first one? %A. %A means it will display the day name. Weekday, it will return the weekday as a locale's abbreviated name. Locale is nothing but language. So by default, we are using English US. You can also use Dutch, right? But by default language, what we are using is English US. If you want the full name, str format time, %capital A. So you can see here the complete name, Thursday, and %W, which is weekday as a decimal number, where 0 is a Sunday and 6 is a Saturday. So it will return the weekday number. D.str format time %W. %W is for weekday number. So what is a weekday number here? 4. So D.str format time. So %capital A is a weekday name. %D is for day of the month. This will return day of the month. Now you can see Thursday 07. So percentage A is a day of the week and percentage D is a day of the month. What is a day of the month here? 07 is a day of the month. Percentage B is month abbreviated name. Month abbreviated name. Print date str format time. Percentage A, percentage D, percentage B. So you can see now Thursday 07 April. So this is abbreviated. If you want complete name, you can use d.str format time, percentage A, percentage D, percentage capital B. You can see Thursday 07 and one more is what? April. So that is capital B. And you don't want the month name, you want the month number, right? If you want month number, you can use print date dot str format time. So percentage A, percentage D, percentage M is a month number. So Thursday 0704. And if you want the year, if you want the year, so print d dot str format time percentage A, percentage D, percentage B, percentage Y. Now you can see Thursday 07 April 22. But if you want the century should be on str format time percentage A, percentage D, percentage B, percentage capital Y. Now Thursday 07 April 2022. Okay, now this is capital Y. Now in which format you want to display, just define that. Now this is date related things. Now if it is a time, you create a time first. So T equal to date time dot. So time dot. So I want, so I can create a time or date time dot today. So this will get the both date as well as time, but I'll try to get only time. So this is how you are getting the time from the date. So if you want to format the time, str format time, percentage H is nothing but hours. Okay, str format time, percentage H colon percentage M. M is nothing but what here? Minutes. T dot str format time, percentage H colon percentage M colon percentage S, which is nothing but seconds. So there is hours, minutes, and one more is what here? Seconds. Okay, now that is hours, minutes, and seconds. This is 24 hours clock, and this is 12 hours clock. And M is for minutes, and P is for AM or PM. Yes. Now it will try to display the time zone information. Percentage Z. Percentage J is day of the year. Percentage J is which is day of the year. D dot str format time percentage J day of the year. Which day of the year here? 97 is a day of the year. Percentage U is week number of the year. Percentage U is a week number of the year. STR format time. So which week number? Now today's week number is 14 in the year. Okay, now these are some formatting like percentage C is, it will display date in local format. Percentage C means I'll get like this. Complete Thursday, April 7, and this is a time because I have not defined the time, and this is a year because I've taken only date. And you can say printer d dot str format time. If I'm writing percentage X, it will display in one predefined format. So that is DD and YY. DD and what is that? Y. So it is only for displaying. So when you display, when you develop application, you want the date to be displayed in a particular format. Then if you want to display the date in a particular format, now you are displaying the date in a particular format and time in a particular format by using which one? str format time. str format time. See all this str format time. Now this is formatting the date. This is formatting the date as well as what? Time. This is formatting the date as well as what? Time. This is formatting the date as well as what? Time. Okay. So there is one more module is there. What is it? Another module you have is a calendar module. There is one more module. What is a module is calendar module. So calendar is, you cannot do anything with calendar. Calendar, what you can do, you can display it. So this module allows you to output. Okay, now you cannot create your own calendars, right? So calendars follow certain rules and regulations, right? So, but this calendar module allows you to output calendars like the Unix cal program. Like in Unix, you have a cal. In Unix, you find a cal. Now, cal command, what it will do, it will display the calendar. What cal command will do, it will display the calendar and provides additional useful functions related to the calendar. By default, these calendars have Monday as the first day of the week and Sunday as what year? Last day. Monday as the first day of the week and Sunday as what year? Last day. Now you can display different calendars. Like you can display month calendar or you can display what year? Year calendar. Nothing here. You will not do anything with the calendars. But it is helpful when you develop some web applications. Suppose if you are developing internet applications, what you can find in that for scheduling, you select the calendars. For example, reservation. Suppose you are reserving some ticket, then what do you do it? You try to select what? Month and then select what? Date. So you display it and then you select the date and what is that? Month. So it is only for displaying the calendars. It is only for displaying the calendars. Now, once you run this, now this is which calendar? Month calendar. And this is which calendar? Year calendar. So if you want to display year calendar, calendar is a module. What is the name of the module? Calendar. And what is the function I'm using? Month. And this is a year and this is a month. What is the name of the module? Calendar. And what is the name of the class? Calendar. And you are trying to define what? Year. What is the year here? 2022. So it will display the calendar for this particular year. So this is for month calendar and this is for what? Year calendar. This is for month calendar and this is for which calendar? Year calendar. But you find different types of calendars. You find different types of calendars like, so there is a calendar called which one? HTML calendar. Now this is very much useful. Like you can use HTML calendar. You can use HTML calendars. Okay, you can use HTML calendar, right? You can use HTML calendar. So you can use HTML calendar. Now this class can be used to generate which calendars here? HTML calendars. Now HTML calendar. So what it will do is it will generate the output. Okay, HTML calendar. It will generate the output. See, there is one function here, format month. What this function will do is format month. Return a month's calendar as HTML table so that you can insert this calendar in the web page. See, format month returns a month's calendar as an HTML table so that you can insert this calendar into what? HTML page or web page. If a with year is a true, the year will be included in the header. Otherwise, just the month name will be used. Otherwise, only which one is used here? Month name will be used. So format the year. Now this is month calendar and this is what? Year calendar. Returns a year calendar as an HTML table with the default to what year? 3. So that is nothing but specify the number of months for each row. How many months you want in each row that you are representing it by using what year? Width. Okay. So that is done by using what here? Width. So what exactly you're doing is, now see, HTML calendar, I just write import, I write import calendar. So calendar dot, I just create HTML calendar and H dot. So what is the name of the function here? Format month. H dot format month. So for 2020, the month is 4 and year is included is true. But if you see the output is in the form of what here? HTML. This output is in the form of what here? HTML. So I cannot see the calendar, right? So what you do is you'll try to write this inside one file. Actually, it is one string. See here. It is written as one string. But all these are the tags. It will written as one string. It will written as one string and all these are what here? Tags. All these are the tags. All these are what here? Tags. So it will written as one string. So what you can do is you can write this into one file. Now what you're saying, HTML calendar equal to calendar dot HTML calendar. So this will create which calendar here? HTML calendar. And here I try to create one file. I try to create one file here. I try to create one file. So calendar dot HTML calendar. And I created one file. Which file I created? HTML file. I created one file. But which file I created here? HTML file I created. I created one HTML file. And what is the name of this file? Month.html. This file I try to open in which mode? Write mode. Then what I'm saying, HTML calendar dot format month. Now you are preparing calendar for the year 2022 and this is a month. What you're doing, this output, you are printing inside the file. Okay, this output where you are writing inside one file. What is the name of the file here? Month.html. You are writing this complete output inside the file. So F is nothing but what here? Month.html. I close it. Now I created one more file. What is that another file here? Here.html. I try to open this file again in which mode? Write mode. So print HTML calendar format year. So this is for displaying which calendar? Year calendar. But this is also you write inside what? File. So total how many HTML files are created? Two are created. Total how many HTML files are created? Two files are created. So where is output? The output is inside the files. So there is a two files. One is month. You can open this into Chrome, any browser. Now you can see this is which calendar? Month calendar, because it is HTML, right? And there is one more calendar which is year calendar. This is a complete which calendar? Year calendar. So it means you can insert this when you're developing any website. When you're developing any website and your website required, when you're developing any website and when your website is required to insert, when you're developing any website and if your website is required to insert a, what is that calendar? Your website required to insert a calendar. Okay, now we can insert it by using which one? This one. Okay, right? So this is how you are trying to do it. Okay, so if you want to output the into the file, you are trying to use a print and you are trying to print inside what here? File. But see, this calendar module is only for displaying the calendar, but you will not do anything because what you do with the cal program in Unix is only display. You cannot modify the calendar. So because calendars are developed by following certain rules and regulations. Right now, this is how you work with the date, time, and so the output will be saved in two files, month.html and one more is what? Year.html. So just open this HTML files inside what? Browser to see the output. Now let us see another chapter here. Let us see another chapter here. So there is another chapter which is called as which module here? OS module. So that is date time module. And this is which module here? OS module. OS means operating system. So how Python program communicate with the operating system? How Python program communicate with the operating system? Now, why Python program should communicate with the operating system? Because what do you do in operating system like Windows is there? What do you do in Windows? You create folders. Okay, you create folders, you delete the files, you copy the files, you rename the files, you move the files from one folder to another folder, you hide the files. Okay, all these operations you do in what? All these operations you do using what? Operating system. Now, if you want to execute certain functions, from where? Python program. Suppose using Python program, I want to create one folder, or using Python program, I want to delete one folder. Using Python program, I want to create one file. Using Python program, I want to rename a file. How can I do all operating system related functionality by using which module here? OS module. So OS module is OS dependent because the functions of OS changes from one operating system to another. See what the commands what you find in Unix you don't find in what? Windows. The commands what you find in Windows you don't find in what? Unix, because each operating system is having its own features. Each operating system is having its own features, right? So OS module provides set of functions to communicate with. OS module provides the functions to communicate with what here? Operating system. So OS module functions are operating system dependent, and OS module is a default module which comes with software, Python software. This OS module comes with the Python software. This module provides a portable way of using operating system dependent what functionality. It will provide OS dependent functionality. This module provides operating system dependent functionality. So why? Because as I know the functionality of this might be changes from one OS to what another OS. The functionality will not be the same, right? It changes from one OS to what another OS. Changes from one OS to what another OS, right? So these are operating system dependent. These are operating system dependent, right? So it changes from one OS to what another OS. Now first one what you have is okay. What is the first one is OS dot. See, this module provides a portable way of using operating system dependent what functional. That is what I say. The operations of this OS module changes from one operating system to what another, right? So OS module will not be the same, right? OS module will not be the same for all operating systems, right? Now, what is the first one? OS dot name. So this will return. This will return. See the name of the operating system dependent module imported. Okay, the name of the operating system dependent module imported. The following names are currently been registered. One is POSIX, NT, and one more is what? Java. Suppose if you are working with the Windows, the name will be displayed as what? NT. If you are working with the Solaris, the name will be displayed as what? Java. You want to know it, which operating system on which you are working or which operating system module is imported. Then you can say import OS and os.name. Suppose if it is a Unix or Linux, you'll get it as what? POSIX. And if it is Windows, you'll get it as what? NT. If it is a Solaris, you'll get it as what? If it is Solaris, then you'll get it as what? Java. For example, I just try to write import which module, OS module, OS dot, OS dot, I just write name. So what is the OS name? What is OS dependent module imported here? NT. NT means what here? Windows. Okay, because my operating system is what here? Windows. Because my operating system is Windows, so it is imported OS dependent module or not? Yes. It is imported OS dependent module. So OS module, it is a default module which comes with a Python, and your Python program communicate with the operating system by using which one? OS module. Okay. And within this first one is get the current working directory. Now suppose you want to know it in which directory you are working in. Currently, you are working in which directories? Currently, you are working in which directory is that you can call it as current working directory. See here. Actually, I try to say OS dot current working. Okay, OS dot get current working directory. OS dot get current working directory. What is my current working directory here? Python 7a. What is my current working directory here? Python 7a. Because where I'm saving all my files in, I'm saving all my files in which directory? Python 7a. Now that is my current working directory. Okay. So current working directory. What is meaning of current working directory? The directory where you are saving all your programs, right? Okay. Currently in whichever type. Suppose if I say file, for example, if I'm saying file save, okay, file save. So if I say file new file, and if I say file save, what is a okay file save? What is a current working directory? I'll get it here. Python 7m. You can see that. You can see that import OS and OS dot print OS dot get current working directory. Get current working directory. Okay, get current working directory. Now suppose I'm trying to say save, but where I'm saving my program? Not in Python 7a. Where I'm saving it here? Programs, Python 310. Okay. Now if I save my program here, so this indicates that what is my current working directory? You can see users, app data. What you can see? Users, NIT, app data, local, programs, Python 310, x dot py. If I run this, now what is my current working directory? This is my current working directory. So users, NIT, app data, local, programs, Python 310. Because where I save my program in, this is a location. Suppose if I say this file in another location, like Python 7a, I save in Python 7a. Now what is my current working directory? Python 7a. So the directory in which your programs are available, the directory where your programs are available, so that directory or that folder, you call it as current working directory. So where I open a file and I save current working directory. But if you want to change this current working directory, you can change this current working directory by using os dot change directory. You can change this current working directory by using which function? Chdir. Chdir means what? Change directory. Now I want to change my current working directory. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to say, oh, os dot chdir. Okay, I changed my current working directory to D drive. D colon backslash backslash. Oh. It is not there. How many tribes? C, E, F. So I'll try to say OS dot CHDIR. I'm trying to use which drive here? E drive. I'm trying to use which drive here? E drive. So OS dot change the directory to which drive here? E drive. Okay. Now, if I want to know what is the current working directory, get current working directory is which drive? E drive. Suppose if I'm creating any file without giving any location, suppose f equal to open some text1.txt w. Now, where this file is created, are you given any location here? No, I have not given any location. If the location is not given, then where this file get created in? This file get created in which directory? Current working directory. What is my current working directory here? E drive. If you don't give any location, then this file get created in which location? Current working directory. What is my current working directory here? E drive. Now you can see within E drive, there is a file. What is a file? Text1. So you can change the current working directory. You can change the current working directory by using a function called chdir. That is nothing but change directory. Chdir. That is nothing but change directory. Change directory is it. Change the current working directory to given path. So that is OS dot change directory. Okay. Okay. Now, if you want to know in which directory you are working it, you are using get current working directory. If you want to change the directory, you are using what? Chdir. And if you want to create a directory, you are using mkdir. Creating directory is nothing but creating one folder. Okay, creating directory is nothing but creating one folder. You want to create one folder. You are creating a folder by using what? mkdir. OS dot mkdir. Now this is for creating what? One folder. Directory is nothing but what? Folder. What is a directory here? It is one folder. And you are creating a folder by using what here? mkdir and followed by what here? Path. So create a directory name, create a directory named path, or create a folder. Create a directory named path or create a folder. It will create one folder, right? It will create a directory named path or it will create one folder. So write a program to create a folder and file inside that folder. I want to write a program. I want to write a program that will create a folder, and inside that folder, write a program to create a folder and create one file inside that folder. Write a program to create a folder and create a file inside that folder. So I import which module here? OS module. So what? Suppose why I write this in try and except is. Suppose if this file, this directories already exists, then you'll get the error message. It will raise an error. mkdir will raise an error if the file is already there. If the name with this directory is already there. And if it is unable to create, then you'll get which error? OS error. If the directory name is already exists, then you'll get which error? File exist error. If it is unable to create a directory, then you'll get which error? OS error. Okay, if it is unable to create a directory, then you'll get which error? OS error. Now, directory name, input, enter folder name or what? Directory name. And you are saying os dot mkdir followed by what here? Directory name. Which directory you want to create it? os dot mkdir followed by what here? Directory name. Now, which directory you want to create it? And then you are printing it. Folder or directory is what? Created. You are saying printer, folder or directory is what here? Created. Folder or directory is created. Then after that you are saying os dot change the directory. Okay, os dot change the directory and followed by what name? Directory name. So you change directory to this directory what is created, and within that directory I am creating one file. So current working directory will be this directory or not? Yes. So if I give the file name, now this file get created where? In the current working directory. Now I'm trying to write a message, hello Python. And where I'm writing this message, hello Python inside a file. Then you are saying file is created and close a file. So mkdir will rise how many errors here? 2 errors. One is OS error if it is unable to create a directory. If the directory name is already there, you'll get the message file exists error. So this is the name of the objects. File exists error as X and OS error as what here? Y. Now once you run this, now which folder you want to create? So I can give along with the location, right? E colon backslash folder 1. So folder or directory is what here? Created. But where this folder is created in which drive? E drive. Just to see here E drive. In E drive, see in E drive, folder 1 is there or not? Yes. Within this folder 1, you are creating what here? File. So what is the name of the file? File 1. So just here, within folder 1, there is a file 1. So you are creating a directory programmatically. You are creating a directory programmatically by using what? mkdir. You are creating a directory programmatically by using what? mkdir. And you change the current working directory or you change the directory by using chdir. So this is output. And if you want to remove the directory, now we created directory, right? And if I want to remove the directory, I can use rmdir. Folder. You want to delete a folder. You want to delete a folder. You want to write a Python program, and using that Python program, you want to delete a folder. You want to write a Python program. Using that Python program, you want to delete a folder. You are saying os dot rmdir. It followed by what here? Path. So remove the directory path. Remove the directory path if the directory does not exist or is not empty. If the directory does not exist or is not empty, which error is raised here? File not found error, or it will raise which error? OS error. Now write a program to remove. Now when it will remove, if the directory or folder is what? Empty. If it is not empty, then it rises which error? OS error. If it is not empty, then it rises OS error. Now write a program to remove directory or what? Folder. I want to write a program that should remove a directory or folder. Now you have to enter along with the path here. Now enter directory name. I'll say e colon backslash folder 1. But is it this folder is empty? Is it this folder is empty? No. This folder is having another file or not? Yes. So then will I get the error or not? Yes. If I run this, now directory is not empty. Directory is not empty. Our given name is not directory. Given name is not a directory. Yes. So what I have to do is first, I have to delete the file from that folder. So I just remove this file so that I can remove this folder here. So once I run this, okay. Now, if I'm saying equal backslash folder one, folder or directory is what now? Removed, because I empty this folder or not? Yes. Is it folder is there in E drive? No. So everything, every operating system functionality, you are executing it from where? Python program. By using which module? OS module. Okay. Now there is one more module is there called os.path module. Now this is for examine certain things can be done by using. This is related with path. Path is nothing but directory related. So this module implements some useful functions or on path names. Path is nothing but the locations, like which you can call it as folders. Yes. Now suppose you want to know it whether a file is exists in a given folder or not. Okay, a given folder or not. Okay. So you are trying to use one function called which one exists. But this function is there inside os.path. So return true if the path refers to an existing path or an open file descriptor, or if a given file name is exists, it returns true, or otherwise it returns what here? False. Now suppose I want to find a given file name is exist or not. So generally if the file is exists, what do you do it? You open and read it. So generally same thing happens if you are working with a notepad, right? Now that is how you handle the errors. For example, if I say file, I'm writing like this, file, I'm writing like this. So file, open. So what will happen if I give the file name which is not there? If I give the file name which is not there, then what will happen? If I enter the file name which is not exists, what will happen? It rises immediately, file not found. It means if the file is there, you open the content of the file. If the file is not there, you don't open it. You immediately give the message saying that, okay, this file is not exists. You're saying, this file is not exists. But how can you find out whether file is exist or not exist? How can you find whether file is exist or not exist? And that you're doing it by using a function called what? exists. So if the file is exist in a given path, you are saying this file name is found. Otherwise, you are saying this file name is not found. If it is there, you are saying this file name is there. Otherwise, you are saying this file name is not exists. File found, otherwise file not found. File found is there and file not found is there. Yes. For example, this code, if you see, so these are to examine. File is there. If the file name is there, is it ordinary file? Okay, is it ordinary file or is it a directory file? Is it read-only file? Is it writable file? All these are to examine so that you can perform certain operations, right? So that you can perform certain operations. So that you can perform certain operations. Now, what you are saying, import os dot path, and you are trying to input the file name with the path os dot path dot exists. This file name, you are saying file found. Otherwise, you are saying file not found. File found, otherwise file not found. Now enter file name with the path. You have to enter the file name along with the path, right? Which file you want to find? Suppose e colon backslash backslash text1. I'm giving the file name as what? Text1 dot. I'm giving the file name as a text1 dot txt. What is the file name I'm giving? Text1 dot txt. Is it this file name is there? Yes, file name found. Suppose I try to enter e colon backslash backslash. So text2 dot txt. Is it any file with the name text2 is exist here? No. Then immediately, oh, sorry. So suppose e colon backslash backslash text2 dot txt. Text2 dot txt need, right? Text2 is there. Text2 is there. We'll give some other name which is not there, some T. Now you can see, is it file is exist or not exist? Not exist. But where it is searching here in current working directory. See, if I don't give the path, where it will search for this file in current working directory. So what is my current working directory? Python 7am. What is my current working directory? Python 7am. Is it this file is there in this particular current working directory? No. Yes, if it is exists, if the file is exists, I want to verify. Is it that file is a normal file? I want to verify if the file is there. I want to verify, is it that file is a normal file or directory file? If the file is there, I want to verify it. Is it that file is a normal file or is it that file is a directory file? Okay, is it that file is a normal file or is it that file is what? Directory file. Normal file or is it that is a directory file? So how can you verify? Is it that file is a normal file or a directory file? So for that again, you have an examine methods. For that again, you have an examine methods, file examine methods. Like you can see, E is a file. I enter the file name. And I want to know it whether that file name is a file. There is a E is a file. Is a file. Now is a file. Now is a file return true if the if a path is if the path is an existing regular file. If it is a normal file, then is file will return true. If it is a directory file, then directory will return true. Suppose if the file is a ordinary file, then is file will return true. If file name is not a ordinary file, it is a directory file or folder, then it will return false. If it is a directory file, it returns true. If it is not a directory file, it is a normal file, then it returns what? False. Suppose if it is a file, you open the content of the file. But if it is a directory, what directory contain files? Okay. But what file contain information? If it is a file, you open the file and read the information. If it is a directory, you open the directory and read what? Files. So write a program to find input file name is a regular file or what? Directory file. Write a program to find input file name is uh, a regular file or what? Directory file. Directory file is nothing but, what do you mean by directory file here? Folder. What do you mean by directory file here? Folder. Now enter file name. Okay. I try to give file name text1. So // text1 dot txt. Now it is a file. Okay, it is a file. Okay, suppose I'm saying Oracle XC. Oracle XC. I try to run this again. So you are trying to say enter file name. If the file name is exists, immediately you are checking, is it this file is a which file? Normal file or not? If it is exists, you are checking, is it this is a normal file? Then you are displaying regular file name. Otherwise, you are saying it is folder or directory. If the file name is not exist, you are saying, this name is not exist. Suppose I'm writing C:/ Oracle XC. What is Oracle XC here? Folder or directory? What is Oracle XC here? Folder or directory? It is a folder or directory. So enter file name. If it is not there, suppose // folder 1, is it there or not there? Not there. So in E drive, there is no folder, right? Okay. Yes. To know whether a given file name is a normal file or a directory file, you are trying to examine that. You are trying to examine that by using isFile. IsFile will return true if the given file name is a normal file. Given file name is a normal file. Okay, right? So in the same way, now suppose if it is a file, you open the file. If it is a file, what do you do it? You open the file. But if it is a folder, file will have what? Information. But folder will have what? Folder will have files. Then how can, if it is a folder, I want to list all the files. Then how can I list all the files from the folder? How can I list all the files from folder? By using list dir. I can list all the files from folder by using what? List dir. Os dot list directory and path. So return a list containing the names of the entries in the directory given by path. So write a program to list the content of given folder or what directory. So first you are trying to input the directory name or what folder name. If the directory name is exists, you are checking, is it that is a directory or not? If it is a directory, then you are listing all the files. If it is a directory, you are listing all the files from that directory. If it is a directory, you are listing all the files from that directory by using one function called list dir. So where you are listing all the files from that particular directory. And then you read each time one file name. Each time you are reading one file name and then you display it. Each time you read one file name and then display. Read the file name and so list dir list all the files in one list. And from this list, you are reading each file name and you're displaying it. If it is not a directory, then you are saying given name is not a directory. If it is not exist, you are saying that, okay, directory is not exist. See how many things you are checking. Now, first you are trying to enter the directory name and then you are checking, is it this directory is exist or not? If it is exist, you are checking, is it this is a directory or not? If it is a directory, then only you can list the files. You are checking os.path.is directory. Is it this directories exist? Then list all the files from this particular direct. But where it will store all these file names in one list. And that list is assigned to a variable called what? L. Now where you are reading each time one file name from what list. Each time you are reading one file name from the list and you are displaying it. Each time you are reading one file name from the list and you are displaying it. Else you are saying given name is not a direct. Else you are saying this directory is not exist. Okay. If it is exist, then only you are listing it. If it is not exist, then you are not listing it, but rather than you are handling the error. Rather than you are handling what here? Error. For example, now current suppose f colon backslash python 7 a.m. It will list all the files exist in what python 7 a.m. All these are the files. All these are the files exist in what python 7 a.m. Right? Suppose I try to exit. Suppose I'll say c colon backslash. So all these are the files which are exist in which drive? C drive. So just give the location. Suppose if I give wrong location, I said d colon backslash. So directory is not exist. So if it is a directory, you are listing all the files. But how you are listing all the files? By using list dir. How you are listing all the files? By using list dir. Okay. And there is another function called which one? Remove. So remove rmdir. Rmdir is for removing. Rmdir is for removing what? Directory. RMDIR is for removing directory. RMDIR is for removing what? Directory. If you want to remove Okay, right? So if you want to remove a file, right? So remove is a function which will remove or delete the file path. If path is a directory and is a directory, error is raised. It means using remove, you can remove only file. If you want to delete or if you want to delete a directory, you have to use what? RMDIR. But this is used only for deleting which one? File. Only files you can delete, but not directory. Because of that, before deleting it, you have to verify. Okay, now before deleting it, what do you have to do? You have to verify, is it that file is a normal file or is it that file is a folder? Is it that file is a normal file? Is it that file is what? Folder, right? First you are trying to input what? File name. And then you are checking, is it this file is exist or not? If it is exist, you are checking, is it this is a file or not? Then you are removing it. Now you are saying file deleted. Else, you are saying it is not a file. It is a folder. It is not a file. It is what? Folder. If it is not there, you are saying, this file is not exist. So everything you have to check before deleting. Now I'm saying F colon backslash backslash, sorry, E colon, or in which folder? E. Text one is there. E colon backslash backslash text one dot txt. Now file deleted. Is it file is there or not there? Not there. Is deleted. That file is what here? Deleted. I run this again. If I give again same file name saying text1 dot txt, because this file is already deleted or not? Yes. But I cannot delete. For example, if I'm saying C colon backslash backslash Oracle XC, is it this is a file or folder? Folder. Now immediately it is given one message saying that this is not a file. It is what? Folder. So using remove, you cannot able to remove the folders. If you want to remove or delete the folders, you have to use what? RMDIR. You have to use RMDIR for deleting files, folders. Okay. Yes. Now, not only that, if you want to set the path, now sometimes when you're working with the modules and packages, right? You import modules, but where it will search for these modules? Generally, it will search where? In the current working directory. Where it will search in? Current working directory. It will search in current working directory. But suppose I have a modules in different locations. I have a modules in different locations. What do you have to do? I have to define the path or not? Yes. For that, you are using a module called sys, and within that, there is one variable called which one? Path. Containing the list of strings provided search locations for which one? Modules and packages. If I don't give the path, suppose one module is there in X location, one module is there in Y location, one module is there in Z location, one module is there in current location. But when I say import one module name, where it will search for that module in current location. But it should search even in all the locations. What do you have to do? You have to set the path. But how you set the path? Now path is one list. To this list, you add the locations. To this list, you add the locations by using which one? Append. By using which one? Append. Now, if I'm trying to say import sys, and if I'm writing a sys.path, this is a current path. Now, this is a current path. Now, I want to set the path to E drive. Also, I want to set to E drive also. Sys.path dot sys.path dot what is that? Append. Because is it path is one list or not? Yes. So I try to put path as what? E colon backslash backslash. Now, if I say sys.path, now one new location is added. What is that? E drive. Now, whenever I give import module name, whenever I give import module name, where it is searching for this module one in Python 7 AM, If it is not available, it search in this location. It will search in this location. It will search in all these locations. If it is not found in all these locations, then you'll get which error? Module not found error. Then you'll get module not found error. But module 1 is there in current location or not? Yes. Suppose if I'm saying module some 10, 10 is not there. So what is the message? No module named found error. Okay, so this is also useful. Now, how can you add the path? You can add the path by using which one? Append. You can add the path by using which one? Append. Append is there. Now, using append, you can able to add what here? Path. Using append, you can able to add the path. A new path to the existing. Yeah, this is how you work with the which module here? OS module. So generally, you use OS module to communicate with what? Operating system. If you want to execute operating system related functionality, you execute operating system related functionality by using which module? OS module. Operating system related functionality, you execute it by using which module? OS module, right? Tomorrow I'll tell you like how you work with the multi-threading. We'll see how to work with multi-threading. Yes. And after that, I'll tell you how to communicate with the database. That is called Python database communication. And we'll see GUI, Kinter, NumPy and Pandas. And one project also I'll explain, right? So we'll stop it here and we'll see tomorrow, right? Thank you. Okay, right, we'll see tomorrow, right? Thank you.